help such people, as apart from just the allocation that we have as far as youth and women empowerment is concerned, which is about 107, just to confirm on that, 109 billion shillings allocated to equity, poverty reduction, women and youth empowerment, right? So what's your take on these development programs that we have? We have the NYOTA fund, just, things to boost Kenyans. What do you make of them?
Yes, I think the first thing I would start from is in the overall budget. Let's talk about, let's say, education.
Yes.
So, education is supposed to fund like the education. So even the poor people are part of the overall budget of education.
Yes.
For example, if they are able to, if their children are able to get capitation on time, then of course they will not be just out of school.
Yeah.
And they are part of that. When you see health, out-of-pocket expenditure has been going up. Despite the reforms around the Sh4.8, we still here, like there are a lot of challenges around that. Which means even the poor people will still not be able to access healthcare maybe on time with those challenges. But coming to the social protection, which is the line that you have talked about, around another 9 billion, I think usually the government is trying to portray that the budget that we are presenting today is people-centered.
Yes.
It's more trying to address the issues. But when you just go through those lines, you will find there are a lot of funds that have been
allocated,
been created. But also remember, when you talk about old people and with the need assistance, the transfers, I think it's around 25 billion. We have been seeing that over years, I think they're receiving very, very little, and that has not been increasing. And when you see the number, the indicators, like the number has not been going up, despite the number of old people probably increasing.
Yes.
Even the inflation is already going up. Same case even to capitation. Like the capitation is still little, and it means parents have to chip into their pockets for them to be able to raise more, so that they can be able to send their children to school. Same case to even those other funds, like you can see in that section, we will find also NYOTA. Probably it's working. Probably was probably it can be inclined to also political angles when you try to look at it, because you see the government is trying to move across the country. But of course, some of those things, some of the projects that have been put there is probably more of political. Remember what you are just talking about, that this budget is coming towards the election. So government probably will try to prove that things are working for us, which might not be the case.
Yeah.
Because remember, when it comes to after the CS reads the budget today, was from 1st July we start implementing the budget. Government start implementing the budget. That of course when you see the reality. That's why sometimes supplementary come in. Some of those funds are not even disbursed.
Yeah.
But even when you see, for example, National Youth Service, I think it's getting around, they're saying it's probably getting around 12-point-something billion. But still you can't, like, we are not able to see the tangible output from such. Like youth employment still an issue, and those things have been captured in the budget, because government starts to provide those allocations, like saying probably 2 billion for youth employment. Yes, it's good, it's in paper.
Yeah.
But for me, it's for once the government, of course, parliament has passed the budget.
Yeah.
And it means even for citizens and public is to follow. Probably that could be the best thing, because it's already in the budget. So meaning following up those allocations and knowing where it goes probably could go a long way, and it could create more impact. And even try to avoid the political things that comes with budget shifting and all those. But also we have to remember also the CDF in budget, which that's a lot of resources.
Okay, so the buck still stops with our leaders.
Yes.
Kit, is this really what Kenyans want? There's talk about grants, talk about these development programs. For example,